What's up? Okay, so welcome to Alan's kitchen counter. Yay. We're going to make today a Dutch apple cobbler. And so what makes this a Dutch apple cobbler is that it doesn't, the top layer is not just a crust. It's a crumb topping made out of like brown sugar and flour and butter. So it's going to be really crumbly at the top and really good and really sweet. We're going to start off with peeling apples. Okay, and so Darria is not an apple peeling queen, but we're going to do this anyway. We're going to so first thing, you're going to take the stem off the apple. These are all clean apples and everything. And then you want to just go in a circle. And we've had a little practice over here, as y'all can tell. These are the ones that we peeled already. And she's doing good. Look at her now. Y'all should have seen that first apple.
I'm fronting now.
You better front. That first apple was terrible. Yeah. So, Darria. So, you already cook a lot, but you don't bake a lot, right?
No. So this is really my first baking lesson.
Oh, good. Well, I do both, but I love baking. I love
Which one do you, I was going to say, which one do you like the most? Do you like cooking or baking the most?
It really just depends, because I mean, I guess I cook more, because I cook just for the house. But baking is like such an
See
art
how
to
he
me.
already done it? I'm still, okay.
Look, it takes time. I peeled a lot of apples, so, you know, I'll get that off plate.
Want some apple gone? Okay.
It's all good. So, this right here is an apple slicer. And if you don't have these, I'll show you how you can cut it up without using that. But this makes your life a lot easier. You just put in an apple core in it, push down, move that out the way so we don't like sling apples everywhere.
Okay.
Push down. And we got a little trash bowl here, so you just dump that in there. Okay? You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay. You do that. And I'm going to come over here and just chop apples.
I'm scared. Goodness!
It's okay.
No, move your hand.
It's not sharp, so well, I don't think it's sharp.
There we go. There we go.
Look. Perfect. See, look at it. Perfect slices. All right. So for those of y'all that don't have one of these at the house,
I need one.
you can just cut your apple in half like that. And then you cut it in half again. Okay, so then you got quarters.
Get one of these. Please.
Now we got all our apples chopped up. This is the actual cobbler part here. So we got a bowl. You just need a nice size bowl. More apple. So what you want to do is that we'll start by melting a stick of butter. So while the butter is melting, we're gonna start seasoning. So I got a little salt here. All desserts got salt in it. So this is about maybe like a teaspoon of salt. Okay. And then here I got like a teaspoon and a half of nutmeg, and I just put that all the way around it like that. Something like that. This is about the same amount of cinnamon. You want to sprinkle that in there. All right, Darria. And so now I'm going to have you add in a cup and a half of white sugar. Now you can play with this once y'all get it and make it your own. So like you don't have to use a whole cup and a half of sugar. If you don't want it that sweet, I like it sweet, so I want it sweet. All right, good. That worked out good. Then I want you to add about that brown sugar. So that's about a cup and a half of brown sugar. So equal parts brown sugar. We just measured all that. We just dump it in there. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna get mixed in there good. And then pour that butter here.
Okay.
Take that out there. Yeah. Isn't that, ooh.
That look good.
Yeah, look good, right? Then we're going to add in some flour. You want to add like, that's a third of a cup measure cup that I have in there that I use to scoop. So just put like that much in there. Yeah. and just sprinkle it around. Yeah, that's gonna help thicken it up when it cooks. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to put the zest of the lemon in here, and this is a microplane, y'all. If you don't have a microplane, you can use like a fine, what's the thing called? Cheese grater. Yeah, you can use that. This is already been washed. And so you just use this, and you want to make sure you don't get none of that white part in there because that's bitter. So you want to do that. So you just go around. You want to do this?
Okay.
Look at her, yeah. And so the reason why we use the zest is because a lot of the oil from the lemon is, the flavor is actually in the zest. So it's like, if you could smell this right now, it's like, it smells really good when you use it. And a lot of people don't use it and don't know, but this is where a lot of the flavor is. So you just want to like hit that when doing it. Then we'll cut that in half. Be careful with that knife. There you go. All right, and then we will add the lemon. So this is how you keep from getting seeds in your lemon. Just use your hands. So you want to hold your hand over here.
The whole lemon?
Mm-hmm. Squeeze it in there. There you go. And so your hands catch the lemon. Okay. While she's mixing that up, we are going to add some flavorings to this, okay? So all my desserts, I like to put liquor in all my desserts just about. So you want to add to this some good vanilla flavor, and I'm gonna put like a tablespoon of good vanilla flavor. Don't use imitation vanilla. We're gonna use pure vanilla, pure baking vanilla, okay? It's more expensive, but trust me, it's worth it. So you put this, I put like a tablespoon in there, maybe a little bit more. And really, y'all, cooking is an art, okay? And you have to learn how to cook to your own thing, like your own feel. And so it's all about how it feels and how it smells. And so a lot of times when I'm using vanilla, I like to smell the vanilla. So I'll add it till I can smell it in increments, don't pour it. But you smell it. Can you smell how it? And so then, to spice this up a little bit, I'm going to add in just a shot, just one, a triple sec.
Yeah.
Now, triple sec is like an orange flavored liqueur that's often used in margaritas. Like, y'all can play with this. Like, I like to do different flavors. So like sometimes in a lot of my desserts, I do stuff like I'll add this and then I'll add some like cayenne pepper to it. You can also add different fruits to this. Like if you wanted to do like an apple and cranberry cobbler, you can do that, put that in there. A lot of times when I do this with peaches, you do like peach blueberry cobbler. It's all done the same way. Your cobbler mix is all the same. So you just got all that in there, all this deliciousness. And y'all, this fruit is gonna cook down and make its own water. As my grandma was saying, it's not really water, it's make its own water. And it's gonna be really good. So now, I'm gonna move all this stuff out the way here. And we'll move our board over here with our pie crust. We don't have to worry about making pie crust and letting it rest and do all that type of stuff. Y'all ever want to learn how to make it, I'll do a video on it and show y'all how to make a pie crust. But this is so much more simple. So open this up with some flour. We're going to put some flour on our board. I'm just going to reach in there. Sorry, y'all. Okay. And I'm just going to sprinkle some flour on here. Okay. And what is, these come in the refrigerator section over like by the butter. You just want to thaw it out in the refrigerator at home overnight. If they're still a little too firm, like if you got a really cold refrigerator like me, you can set it out, but you don't want it to be like gummy. So just set it out for a little while. So you roll that out like that, and you're gonna put a little bit more flour on here. What we're gonna do is we're trying to roll this out to get us so we can make this into some strips. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all how to make a lattice top on there just so y'all can see it. You don't have to. Like I said, the Dutch apple cobbler, a Dutch apple cobbler is not even supposed to have a crust up top, but like I like a lot of crust, so I'm gonna put a crust and then I'm gonna put the crumb top on there just because I'm fat like that. This is I have two different rolling pins, but we're gonna use my French rolling pin today. It doesn't have the things like you used to on the side. So this is I love this rolling pin better than the ones that you got like that. I do have one of those too, but this is my favorite one. So what we're gonna do is you're just gonna roll this out from the center, okay? You start at the center and roll out like that. Then you roll this way. Then you roll that way, okay? Then you're gonna turn it. And roll again. Always start from the center and go out. That way you get easy. Just trying to stretch this pie crust just a little bit, okay? All right, we'll let you roll just a couple times on there. Good. So basically, she's got this out long. Basically, and this is exactly what we wanted. Thank you, Darria. You did good. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a pastry wheel, and then I'm going to cut this into strips like this. Okay, and you want this to be like maybe a little bit less than a little bit less than an inch strips all the way up. I'll let you finish that. Now we get to the actual layering of the cobbler. You want to start with a layer of your apples. Okay, so I'll slide this out the way, Darria, and then I'll let you put a layer of the apples in.
Apples first.
Mm-hmm. Just do like yeah. There you go. That's fine.
Is that enough?
Let's see. Yeah. So you put like half of them in there, a little bit more.
Okay. I never knew apples go first. I mean, like I don't know why I thought it was a crust underneath.
Yes, you can do it either way, but in a cobbler, the crust will stick to the bottom of that pan.
Right.
So you want to put
Makes
these
sense.
apples down there. You want to flatten these out, right? And so if you like crust, this is where you get to do what you want to do. So I use all the ends. If I'm especially like now, I'm gonna make a pretty top for it. So I use the ones that ain't very pretty to go in the middle. So you just lay these however you like it. You just put them in there. If it's a little long, you can break it off, throw it over there, because we can reuse those if we need a piece that is not that long later on when we're doing the lattice part. So I'm gonna use them, and then so I'm gonna get to the little ugly pieces like that. They go in the middle. That's not cute. That ain't cute. Throw that in the middle. And then you just do the same thing with all the pieces that just ain't that pretty. Because
It don't matter.
right, you're not gonna see this, right? Put that in there. I can tell you now, we already got too much crust. It's all good. So yeah, then you do that. You get that layer, and then you're gonna put another layer of the apples. You gonna do it. And just put the rest of them on there. Now this.
I should have been doing this when my granny used to make them instead of licking the bowl. That's all I would do.
You can lick the bowl and then
bowl. That's all I would do. I would not watch. Baby!
Good.
Oh my God.
All right, so now, theoretically, if we were making a Dutch apple cobbler, this is where we would stop with the crust and we would just let the rest of it Dutch, right? So we would do that. But you know what? We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna take this up to another level, right? So what I'm gonna do is, let's see here. Okay, we'll proceed with this. So I'm gonna show y'all how to do a lattice topping. I'm gonna get some of this stuff out the way. Put this in our trash bowl. Right there. Move this out the way. And we don't need this spoon anymore. I'll leave that there for Darria to lick later. Okay? So what we're gonna do, we flatten this out. So to make a lattice topping, and you know, that's the one that look like the little crisscross. And I'll show you a picture of it before I put the Dutch crumb on it, so you know you'll see that. So what you do is that you take this and you're gonna start this way, okay? So you want longer pieces that's gonna make it all the way across the pie, okay? So you start here, you lay your first one down, and you'll lay it on the edge there, kind of like that. So see, like that. You'll lay it on the edge. Your second one, you're gonna lay it down here just like this, right? We'll do it this way. We'll do it backwards, so we won't flip on it. So you lay it down there on the edge, and then you want to fold that back like that, okay? And you're gonna do that, reverse it just like that, all the way across, okay? All right, so now we got alternating. Each one we got all the way down, and then the next one is flipped back. So then you take these, okay, so I'm gonna cut this in half. So I'm like, I don't want to cut it too short, so like that, okay. So then you're gonna cut like that, got the length of it, okay? And you're gonna lay that down across like that. Then you'll take these and fold it back down like those, the ones that you had flipped up, you fold them down. And then the ones that were down there, you flip them up.
Got it.
Right? And so you just do the same thing. Then you're gonna cut the excess off all the way around.
This is so easy. It seems like it would be more complicated than this.
That's why I tell people. People are so intimidated by cooking, and it's so simple. So simple. Now, right now, you can stop if you wanted to. You have your nice little apple cobbler. You can sprinkle you like some cinnamon sugar on top of this thing, and call it a day. Put it in the oven and bake it. I probably put like a few pats of butter up there, and you call yourself done. Okay, if this is what so this is what it would look like. Okay, all right. That's our lattice topping. Give me a second, cause I'm gonna put a little bit more juice in here, but I'm gonna shock y'all, blow y'all mind.
I ain't say nothing but a word.
still eating. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take ginger ale. Okay. Now, you do not have to do this at all. This will come out however you want to. But since we're gonna do a Dutch thing and we got all this crust in here, I wanna make sure we got plenty of juice. Okay. So I'm going to take this, pop this top with ginger ale. I'm gonna put, we'll start with like a fourth of a cup, maybe. Fourth of a cup in there. And I'm gonna pour that over this.
Mind blown.
So we do. Let's just put another fourth, and so that make it a whole half cup. Put a half cup of juice in there. You can use apple juice, you can use whatever thing you want to, but I just think that ginger ale is gonna give it some flavor that we ain't got. You know, set that on like that. Don't splash it up like that. Set this to the side, okay? Now, we got a bowl back here. We're gonna make the actual Dutch part. So, I got these things over here. Right. So what we'll do is we'll add in the flour. This is about a cup of flour. Put that in there, Darria. Okay. And then this is a half a cup of brown sugar. Okay. And then we got another half stick of butter. Okay. Now I know what y'all saying. This is a whole stick of butter going into this, but look here. You won't regret it, I promise you. I mean, a whole cup of butter. It's 2 sticks because we got a stick already in there. Mm-hmm. So, what I'll do is I'll incorporate the same flavors that we did from the actual inside the pie. So, I will add in a little cinnamon, okay? Maybe like a teaspoon or so. And then I'll add like a little half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Nutmeg is powerful, y'all, so you don't really need as much sometimes. So that. And since we put that ginger ale in there, I'm gonna put some ground ginger in it. See what we get. A little flavor. Maybe a half teaspoon of that. Okay. Always add your little salt. Now, that's about a half teaspoon of salt. Now, the best utensils in the kitchen are your hands. Okay? And there's just no way getting around. So you're just gonna take this, and I just wanna use your hands and incorporate this with the butter. Okay? Now the flour is gonna keep it from sticking to your hands so much, but it will be sticky when you first do it. So okay. Alright. Wash your hands so you can.
I gotta get in there?
Yeah. She thought she was done. What? How you think you're done? Now, because you gotta know how to feel. All right, now get in there. And you don't mash it, like you want to use your fingertips, because the palms of your hands are hotter, and so they will melt the butter faster. So you want to use your fingertips and rub that in there in between. You feel that? Mm-hmm. And so once you get that done like that, you'll get a consistency that looks kind of like.
I got too much butter on my hand.
That's fine. That's when you rub it into that. Reach down in there and rub the flour. The flour.
I see it's getting rid of it.
Mm-hmm. And see how it's got a crumb type? Mm. So this is the consistency you want, y'all. Look at that. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, bring it back. And we're just going to take this whole thing, y'all, and we're going to sprinkle.
This is fancy dancy.
The top, just like that. And what this is gonna do is you wanna make sure it's clumpy like this, cause this gonna be good and crispy. Baby, this ain't your mama's avocado, baby. Now you can take this if you like pecans or anything, you can chop up some pecans and put in here.
Oh my goodness.
Let's do that. I got some. I come prepared, y'all. We'll take this, the rest of it, we'll add, that's probably like a, sorry y'all, this ain't no direct measurement. This is like a 1/4 of a cup, handful.
Oh my goodness.
Let's add another 1/4 of a cup. So a 1/2 cup, throw that in there. We can mix them in there with it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, and so we're just gonna take that. And baby, you just wanna coat this thing. Listen. You just want to sprinkle bae. Look at it. Look at it. This ain't salt bae. This sugar bae.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You do that.
Or we call you Icy Bae.
Icy bae. I love it. So once you get that all done, you get your nice little good crumb topping. You spread it out like that. Okay. Make sure we cut everything with that good topping. All right, get you a picture. All right, so now we got that all done. Hands are washed, or rinsed stuff. We're gonna take this and we're gonna bake this in the oven, okay? For on 400, we'll start it for like 30 minutes. It's probably gonna have to bake for like an hour just so that everything get cooked. But what we're gonna do is reach down there and give me some foil. Since this is basically sugar, if we put this in the oven like this, it'll start cooking faster than the rest of the cobbler. And we want this to make juice and get good and luscious. So we're gonna take a piece of foil. And we're gonna cover this tight in foil and we'll start cooking this for about 30 minutes, okay? And then once it's done, after 30 minute time, we'll look at it and see. And we'll take the foil off and let it go for another 30 minutes or so without it. And everything is gonna just bubble up and just look amazing, okay? So, and we're back. Alan's kitchen counter, y'all. The smell that's in here.
Yes.
Baby, it's amazing. All right, so we're finna pull this out. All right, Gary, what you want? You want to take it out?
No, you take it out. You take it out.
Okay. You turn it on. Okay. Woo! Y'all, smell that! Smell it! Here we go. Let me see. Did you put this in? We're gonna pull that out and just let y'all get, baby. This is everything you need. So we gonna let this sit for about 5 or 10 minutes out here. Just let it do its thing. And we got ice cream here, some homemade vanilla. We're gonna put that on there, baby. Let me turn this off. And we're gonna go live and let y'all see. Oh my God, this is heaven. All right, well, thank y'all. I want to show y'all up close and personal with that. Ooh, I want to slide off, but look at that. That's a Dutch apple cobbler. Okay. Thank y'all for watching.
Yay.
Alan's Kitchen County. Peace.
Yes.
Let me put that on there, right? Baby, and then for those who love crust, it's crust all through this, y'all.
Look at that juice.
You don't even understand. You don't understand.